From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Monday, February the 8th, 2021. We open with outrage from Israel and from Jewish leaders and others over the ICC, the International Criminal Court in The Hague, declaring it has jurisdiction to open a criminal investigation against Israel for alleged war crimes alleged by the Palestinians to have taken place during Operation Protective Edge, Israel's conflict with terror group Hamas in Gaza in 2014. It would also probe war crimes committed by Hamas. The decision released Friday was from the pre-trial chamber of the court. Israel has argued that the ICC has no jurisdiction, firstly, because the Palestinian Authority is not a state. The chamber ruled Friday that Palestine qualifies as the state on the territory of which the conduct in question occurred. ICC Chief Prosecutor Fatou Bensouda had asked for a ruling from the chamber on the issue of Palestinian sovereignty after she reached a decision in 2019 saying there was reasonable basis to believe that war crimes were committed, claiming that Israel's responses to incessant rocket attacks on its civilians from the terror group in Gaza was disproportionate force, even willful killing, also classifying Israeli settlement building as a possible war crime. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu released a video message in response.
When the ICC investigates Israel for fake war crimes, this is pure anti-Semitism. The court established to prevent atrocities like the Nazi Holocaust against the Jewish people is now targeting the one state of the Jewish people. First, it outrageously claims that when Jews live in our homeland, this is a war crime. Second, it claims that when democratic Israel defends itself against terrorists who murder our children, rocket our cities, we're committing another war crime. Yet the ICC refuses to investigate brutal dictatorships like Iran and Syria, who commit horrific atrocities almost daily. As Prime Minister of Israel, I assure you, we will fight this perversion of justice with all our might.
The IDF responded as well, saying it has determinedly defended and will continue to defend the security of Israel and its citizens, while adhering fully to the IDF Code of Ethics, the values of the IDF, and national and international law. And the leaders of the Conference of Presidents of Major American Jewish Organizations, Arthur Stark, William Daroff, and Malcolm Hoenlein, said this politically and ideologically motivated attempt by the ICC to impose itself into matters that are well beyond its mandate violates its purpose, distorts international law, and undermines its own legitimacy as an unbiased judicial forum. The ICC's jurisdiction limits its involvement to disputes between sovereign states. And the conference noted that according to the criteria established by international law and the ICC's own founding statute, it is demonstrably and irrefutably clear that the Palestinian Authority is not a sovereign state. The conference also noted the U.S. State Department's serious concerns about the ICC's attempts to exercise its jurisdiction over Israeli personnel. State Department spokesman Ned Price tweeted on Friday that the United States objects to today's ICC decision regarding the Palestinian situation, noting Israel is not a state party to the Rome Statute, which formally established the court of which Israel nor the United States is a member. Price tweeted, "We will continue to uphold President Biden's strong commitment to Israel and its security, including opposing actions that seek to target Israel unfairly." The case now returns to Bensouda for her final decision. Well, swastikas and other anti-Semitic graffiti was found over the weekend outside the house of the Jewish fraternity Alpha Epsilon Pi on the campus of California Polytechnic State University. PR chair for AEPi, Sid Lipsick, called the incident absolutely shocking. The university's president, Jeffrey Armstrong, condemned the incident, writing, "Let us be perfectly clear, behavior that promotes any form of hate and seeks to make members of our community feel unsafe and unwelcome especially in their own home, has absolutely no place in our community. Fraternity President Noah Matloff noted that in the wake of the incident, our organizations, along with Cal Poly faculty and plenty of other Jewish organizations in San Luis Obispo, came together to speak out against this act. The American Jewish Committee called the incident horrible and thanked the school's president for condemning it, but also adding that the fight against anti-Semitism requires action in addition to forceful condemnation. Local police are investigating. The Association of Jewish Libraries announced its winner of the 2021 Jewish Fiction Award today, and that is Max Gross for his novel The Lost Shtetl, which tells of the imaginary Polish village of Kreskel, a shtetl forgotten about by the outside world. Gross told JBS it was truly a great honor to win. He said, "When you're writing a book, you never quite know how it will land critically and commercially. It's been very gratifying," he said, "that there are readers out there whom The Lost Shtetl is speaking to." Gross, by the way, also won the National Jewish Book Awards Miller Family Book Club Award for Fiction last month. Honors were also bestowed upon To Be a Man, stories by Nicole Krauss, and Apeirogon, a novel by Colin McCann. Over 70 works of fiction were considered that had to have been originally written in English with significant Jewish thematic content, published in the U.S. last year. The association wrote that the wide array of books published in 2020 is a testament to the vibrant state of contemporary Jewish fiction. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Monday, February the 8th. At 7 o'clock, it's The Wisdom of Dr. Ruth. At 7:30, Eric Goldman sits down with first-time director Dan Friedkin to talk about his critically acclaimed drama, The Last Vermeer. At 8, a discussion on expressions of anti-Zionism and extreme anti-Israel rhetoric and attempts to build awareness and help ensure safety and inclusivity for all Jews, with Rabbi Sharon Brous, Seth Brisk, Tema Smith, and Robert Treston from the Anti-Defamation League's Never Is Now Summit 2020. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with Chloe Valdery on L'chaim. At 10, we hear from Mandy Patinkin at the 92nd Street Y. And coming up next, Alan Dershowitz makes the case that it's the responsibility of each side to denounce the extremism within their party. That's on The Der Show. And that's the JBS News Update for Monday, February the 8th, 2021. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.